Hello, welcome to the show, and welcome to my friends who have just flown in. I call them flies. We're here at the Pinnacles in the Nambang National Park, and I tell you, I haven't seen Pinnacles yet, and we're going to meet a few people that have. But from what I understand, the basic idea is there's a lot of limestone around, and as this first picture demonstrates, and the gaps between the pinnacles are where the plants were, because they leached out the natural limestone. And so we have, as the time goes on, we have our beautiful pinnacles. That seems to be the theory. So we're going to go check them out and experience life in the Nambang National Park and the Pinnacles. One of the things I love about this program is I get to meet so many people, and right now I'm getting to meet a whole lot of flies, because that's something they don't tell you when you come to the Pinnacles. The flies love the Pinnacles as well. But let's meet someone who's come all the way from Switzerland. Malena's joining us. How are you, Malena?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Well, I'm very good, and I'm interested to find out what these pinnacles are like. I haven't seen them yet, but you already have. Tell us about them.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, it's absolutely amazing. You see all this stalactite or stalagmite outside of a cave. They have different sort of states they are. Some of them are pretty tall. Some of them are already broken down. And they also change the colors wherever you are.
What sort of colors do you see?
The first one look like almost like golden in the sun, and some others are more like reddish, having a red color. And in between you see all these different, plants, all that, just this kind of dramatic scenery, sand, stones, and then some sort of plants.
Now, was it anything that you imagined? I mean, while you're living there in Switzerland, because in Switzerland you work in a bank, right?
Yes, I do.
So I imagine Australia is quite a different kind of philosophy and culture. So while you're there, did you discover it on the internet? Did you read books? What did you imagine the pinnacles might be like? And how did you even discover about our amazing pinnacles?
Well, first of all, I've seen in one of my travel guidebooks, they told me it would be a great experience to come over here. And as I'm heading south afterwards, I just wanted to take the opportunity to look at the pinnacles, because in Switzerland we don't have anything similar like this. We have tall mountains and snow in the winter, but nothing like this. So it's absolutely spectacular from Swiss girl point of view.
And what do your friends say? When you said, right, I'm going to go look to Australia and see the pinnacles, did they understand?
I'm not quite sure whether, it depends on if I show them the pictures, maybe they do, but at least they will be, fascinated about the way they look like.
And how about summing up Australia for us? I mean, we all know what Australia means to us, but what about yourself travelling from Switzerland?
Well, compared to Switzerland, there's everything crowded and it's small, and here it's just this huge lot of nothing. It's big, it's empty, very relaxed. So it's not like this kind of stress factor we have back in Switzerland. So it seems everybody seems to be on holidays when you travel around here.
And what do you think about the flies?
I hate them.
They get into everything, but they are a lot of fun in a way. Hey, Malena, lovely to see you, and
thank you, John.
Can't wait to see these pinnacles that you talk of.
Yeah, you should. It's absolutely amazing. You'll love them. Here's a very fine example of the Pinnacles, this fine one right here.
And it's phenomenal to think that the land was just so much higher, and I guess some of that's kind of eroded away as well with the wind and the elements. Certainly the crew's very grateful for the wind today because it's blowing the flies away right now. We're in a fly-free zone and we think that's great. But let's just have a closer look at this, because this is what it's all about. It's just phenomenal when you think of these limestone structures, and that wherever there's the gaps, that's where the other plant life was, and this one's managed to make it through. It's phenomenal. You're just putting your hand on the pinnacles. It's just really great. And I can see why everyone's into hugging it. It seems to be the latest craze, hug a pinnacle. Well, I'm up for a latest craze, so I might give it a go myself. I'm gonna hug a pinnacle. Let's just see if it works. Do you know what? When you hold a pinnacle to your ear, you can hear the sea. That's one way to travel to the Pinnacles, in the car. Can you imagine in the old days how folks would have done this? Horse and cart, and who knows how many other ways they would have done it. My goodness, it's a wonderful place here in Nambang National Park. After the break, we're going to meet some more interesting people and have some more glorious looks at these pinnacles. Come on back. I've made a new friend. His name's Looming, and he's all the way from... Where are you from, Looming?
I'm from China.
And tell us a bit about China for our friends watching on the TV.
Okay. China is a great country, have a long history. And actually, I'm an overseas student. Now I'm a graduate. I'm also got the PR.
So you're here to, I guess, learn English as well, but what else are you studying?
I study accounting and finance. Now I'm working here.
And all the way from China, have you seen the Great Wall of China?
No, not yet. Oh. Yeah, maybe the...
Your friends are asking if he's Chinese. You haven't seen the Great Wall of China, it's all right. This is my first time to the Pinnacles, but what were you expecting to see when you came to the Pinnacles today? I mean, obviously Pinnacles, but did you imagine it would be like this?
Yeah, I saw the picture before I come here.
Oh, he's done research.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
And describe the Pinnacles in your own way to the folks watching.
It's great. I mean, the desert. Also, today the weather is fine, not very hot. Yeah. Nice,
good on you, Looming. Nice to see you. And are you going to stick around in Australia for a while?
Yeah, I'm working here now.
Oh, good to see you. We got some more friends. Thanks, Looming.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hey, I'm going to make another friend. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Joe.
Joe.
Yep.
There you go. You got your own microphone now, Joe. And whereabouts are you?
I come from China, but I'm living in Sydney at the moment.
Okay, here's the question for you this time. Have you seen the Great Wall of China?
Yeah, sure. I'm Chinese.
Tell us a bit about it.
It's fantastic, but it's different feelings as you go to Pinnacles. But because you have to walk, and you can drive here.
Oh, you can drive, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can drive on the Wall of China, or you can
No.
drive here?
You can drive here, but you can't drive in China to the Great Wall.
Oh, what? No roads or too busy?
Because the Great Wall, you have to walk from this destination to the other. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So describe now the Pinnacles in your own way, because we'd love to find out what people think about the Pinnacles in their own viewpoint.
I haven't been to the desert before, so it's different feeling for me because I'm living in the quite like the south part of China, so I never seen the desert. I always see the mountains or oceans, something like that. Yeah.
So is this a very wide feeling? Do you feel like free here?
Yeah.
Great. Free apart from the $10 admission, but we do that to save the Pinnacles. Good on you, Joe. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Welcome to Australia.
I've been to Australia for 6 years already. I'm Joe, and you are watching Time of John.
Okay, that's the Pinnacles. Now let's go to Lantern! Yeah! Oh, I'm very happy I found my favourite coffee in a can. If you can put coffee in a can, then I reckon you can do anything. Well, on our travel through the Pinnacles, we found ourselves in Lantern on the way back home down the coast road. Had to go back and then back up again, but it's worth coming to Lantern. And I made another friend. Hello, all. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, very well. Thanks for the coffee. I really appreciate it. Now, tell us a bit about Lantern. I mean, what sort of a place is it? What's it like for you?
Yeah, Lantern is like a holiday town, have a tourist town like that. Is very popular right now. Is because of the windy. Yep.
So you get like a lot of kite surfers, is that right?
Yep, we have been kite surf and surfing on the board, and every sport here is popular. Yeah, many people come from Perth, come from many places like Europe or Irish.
Irish?
Yeah,
You get some Irish here too?
Yes, yeah, we got some many kind of the people come to have a sport here.
Wow, and what do they like to eat? Because so you got a little restaurant cafe here, and we had fish and chips, which is fantastic. Me and the crew, we loved it. Mike on camera liked the fish and chips. But is that the most popular food, do you think?
Yeah, fish and chip is popular because we have a big serve. But anyway, Thai green curry is popular too.
Thai green curry.
Yep.
Now, what do you know about Thai green curry?
I'm come from Thailand, so the popular one is Thai green curry, and I like it.
Now, here's a question for you all. You're from Thailand, and we often here in Australia, we love our Thai green curries. But is the Thai green curry we get here in Australia traditionally, is that a popular food in Thailand? Is it the same, different maybe?
It's a little bit different, but the basics is the same. Yep.
It's delicious. Do you have a bit of like a hint on how the folks at home might make their Thai green curries a bit nicer?
Yes, we can do because right now it's easy to do by we have the like ready for packing already.
Oh,
Yes.
so you actually make it for the folks that want to take it home?
What you mean is take away?
Well, what we'd like to know, what we really want, folks at home, is thinking if the folks watching TV right now
Yeah.
want to make a Thai green curry
Oh, yep.
and they want to make it really nice,
Yep.
what is a good idea for them to do to make it really nice?
Oh, it's very hard because our restaurant serve like a fresh Thai green curry. So many of the vegetable, many of the basil is fresh. So it's very hard at home to do like that.
So that would be one of the real secrets, fresh ingredients, particularly like the herbs like the basil.
Yeah.
Basil! That's nice. And how long have you been in Australia? Because you speak very good English.
I have been here 3 years but I'm learning English from the school, so help me a little bit.
And were there some words that were a bit tricky in the beginning that you got confused over when you were trying to learn English?
Yeah, once the slang was used, like a Aussie slang, it's very hard to understand of this too.
Can you say no worries for us?
No worries.
Oh, you see, I reckon if you could say no worries, you're an Aussie. Well, we might have to pop by this way again because you got some lovely foods here, and you certainly made us nice and full up. When we bought our meals, we didn't think the serves were going to be that big. Your husband Kevin's provided huge meals, haven't you, Kev?
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Nice to see you all, and thanks for your help.
To help you too.
And thanks for your coffee too.
Thank you.
Latest craze, surfing on the sand. Everyone seems to be in it, and our cameraman Mike thought he'd give it a go too.
Hello, and today we do something for vegetarians, a couscous salad, which was a bit of a request we had, and we said, well, let's put something nice spicy together. To start up with, we need couscous, and here is one which we sort of soaked in hot water. And couscous is cracked wheat, which needs a bit of treatment, but the best thing to do that is to follow the instructions on the packet basically, because each one is probably a bit different, depends on how far and how much is cracked. So we put it together in a bowl, and the other ingredients you put in what you like, but we like it sort of with onions, finely chopped, plentiful. It's a nice tasty dish. The other things are water chestnuts, again coarsely chopped because you like a bit of the crunchiness when you eat it. Makes the salad a bit more appealing than just too soft. The next things would be then some mango chutney. This is a bit of a sweet, slightly spicy one. This sort of really comes along very much as a summery dish, but anytime, nice thing. And to spice it all up, we use some chili jam. Now this is a homemade one, which we do for ourselves, but then again there's some really nice processed ones you can buy. And with chili jam, I think you have to try them to make sure they're not too hot for you or spicy enough. So to flavor it a little bit more, we use some salt, which is a coarse sea salt. Also a bit crunchy when you have it. And some pepper. The main ingredients we have now together, and we just mix it up carefully. And the chili jam and the chutney is going to sort of combine a bit, hold it together, and it becomes a bit of a sticky but moist salad. When you sort of mix it, you can smell the aromas of the chutney, the jam. And the other ingredients we add a little bit later, so we make sure they don't get sort of mashed up by moving it around the bowl. Some capsicum, purely it's for the color. And some spring onions. So we got now red, green, a little bit yellow. And if you like to, here we got some pumpkin as well. Diced pumpkin, could be sweet potato if you like, but I find the pumpkin holds up a little bit more, and sweet potato gets a little bit soft too easy, so I like the pumpkin. And there we are. I mean, it doesn't really take much, can be done in a short time, and this is one of those things, looks colorful, and from my point of view, it's just mixing it, it smells nice. So now we're plating up. We're using a square blade and a square cutter, normal cookie cutter. Place it on there, and then we fill the salad in the middle. And this way you have a nice shape, decorative, and you can do quite a bit of presentation with a little simple thing. So the cutter is a normal, straightforward cookie cutter. Any shop would have it, any sort of kitchenware place. And I mean, I use a square one, but round, oval, any way you like it. It's a matter of variety. So there we are. Just pull it off, and nice shape. As an entree this size, as a main course a bit bigger, and it leaves it all open to your imagination. To garnish it or to make more of a meal out of it, we use some avocado and we dress it on top. Avocados are in season and nice. Now sometimes you have to spoon it out, sometimes you can peel it. If you can peel it, try it because it keeps a bit of a better shape. The avocados, if you can get local ones, I mean, they are nice, and if they're in season, I love avocado. It goes to anything, meat, seafood, vegetarian. Just a nice thing to do, using avocado. The seeds, you can leave it on one side, take it out. I find it easy to just take a knife. Actually, one thing I want to show you to get the seed out, the other half to this. So you choose a thing, knife, twist it, and there you go. Straightforward and simple, no much fuss, and it keeps a nice shape. So the avocado, we slice it. Fan it a little bit, dress it on top, and then we garnish a bit with some coriander. Bit on top, bit around. Green always looks nice on the plate. And with some leftover garnish, again sprinkled around. The eye eats first, it's got to look nice. And then we garnish it with some, in this case using avocado, we use avocado oil. A little bit around, and perhaps to finish it off, a little bit coriander. Well, it's probably a bit too big. And here we go. If you feel like, twist or pepper. And there we have our dish. And if you like a bit variety, or you do it for people that are sort of not necessarily into vegetarian as a main thing, grill some prawns, put around spicy prawns with that dish, another variation. So here we are, ready to go and enjoy.
John loves to receive your letters and emails, so send your letter to Post Office Box 6721 East Perth 6892, or you can email. Maybe even view his website. Back to you, John.
Just beautiful being here in the very windy Nambung National Park and the Pinnacles. That's it. We've run right out of time and I've got to go before I get blown away.